Real Abilities Film Festival 2026, and we have another amazing director and filmmaker here with us. We have Howie Abrams. Hello, Howie.
Hello, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you for coming to Real Abilities.
Oh, my pleasure. Excited to be here.
So you have a documentary that's showing this year. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, it's my first film, and it was inspired by a friend of mine named Seth Abrams, no relation, and it's called Heavy Healing, and it's about people who use aggressive music, heavy metal, hardcore punk, to recover and heal from all types of things. So disability, illness, mental health, everything. And so it's music we sort of grew up being told wasn't music, and it was just noise, and people, a lot of people, have used it to recover from some pretty awful things.
Wow. So tell me about how you guys got together and came up with the overall idea to document this journey.
So Seth is an old friend of mine, very healthy. We were both in the music business for a very long time. And so what happened was he was like a no body fat, like marathon runner, right? And one day he went home and his doorman told him he didn't look so great, and they called an ambulance for him, and he had an aortic aneurysm. So his heart had been bleeding for 2 days. They patched him up. He was in the hospital for about 3 weeks, and on his way out he has a stroke. And so partially paralyzing one side, and then a little later on he had seizures that were caused by a brain infection, so he had memory loss. So when he recovered, he was using this one song by a band called Suicidal Tendencies called You Can't Bring Me Down, and that was his mantra to recover and go to PT and get up every day and go through the grind of recovery. And so he came to me because I was writing books at the time, and he said, what do you think about doing a book about all these musicians and fans and people that we know that have done something like this? And I said, you know what, I don't know if it's a book, I think it's a movie. Because I think people telling their stories on camera is more powerful, and it turned out to be true. And so it's funny because I was really interested in trying to get the film accepted into Real Abilities, and so was he. So we ultimately talked, and I was like, you think we can get in Real Abilities? He's like, I don't know, we should go for it. So ultimately, this is our first film festival that we've been accepted by.
Well, congratulations. That's wonderful to hear. Now, I have heard that music can actually help people who have been through traumatic brain injuries. It helps with their memory. Is that correct?
Well, it helps with memory. It helps with a lot of things. We have a PhD in the film that talks quite a bit about how it actually physically and emotionally assists you. And the main thing that he said, which I thought was really interesting, is that it brings you back to a place when you might have been sort of more carefree, right? And you can relate to being happier and, you know, maybe adventurous, maybe just sort of a time of learning, right? And so ultimately the music, whatever it was, like it doesn't have to be, you know, Bach and Beethoven or, you know, something soft. It could be something aggressive that you remember from your childhood, that, you know, when you were just like, you didn't really care so much about much of anything. Everything was like, you know, I'm a kid and I'm going to just do things and whatever. So when you run into these problems, it reminds you of that time and might give you some inspiration to move forward, as opposed to getting stuck into this place of woe is me and, you know, like I have to do something all the time to help myself, to fix myself. And we found a lot of people that feel that way and describe it, you know, in the film, their own individual journeys with it.
Did you have any original heavy metal music in the film?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So as far as people in the movie, oh, yeah. So we interviewed, I think we have 21 musicians in the film, punk musicians, metal musicians, all of which have gone through something traumatic or still going through something traumatic. And they talk about the music that they listen to, the times of day and the circumstances when they listen to it, and how it helped them. And so it's kind of amazing where people are talking about, I was in the hospital, the nurses thought I was sleeping and I was blasting music in my headphones, and it just relaxed me, and they couldn't understand how this music relaxed me, but it did. And so they're all telling, you know, the story with the hopes that people don't forget that there are all types of things you can do to assist yourself or to calm yourself or to aid yourself through tough things.
You can bring your own healing, basically.
Whatever you
And
want to do,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Okay, so you were excited to get into Real Abilities, and now you're here.
Yes.
How does it feel?
It feels great. I mean, I just did my first red carpet. I'm talking to you. This is all new for me. Used to be on the industry side of things with music, and so being on the creative side's a little strange, but I do appreciate it, and I love seeing people's reaction to our film. We've screened it a few times outside of the festival. We were just in Las Vegas this weekend. We streamed it at the Punk Rock Museum, and it's amazing to see people react to it, because you realize how many folks have been through something like this. And again, it could be something you were born with, it could be something you caught, it could be mental health, it could be anything, and that there are so many people who use this thread of heavy, aggressive music to recover.
Okay, so we have one last question for you. What is it that makes Real Ability such a special film festival?
I think the inclusion of it all. I think coming here and seeing these really hopeful, hardworking people who have not let whatever has happened to them get the best of them, and they're out here being creative, and I think that that's just incredible. That there's a place of inclusion for whether it be filmmakers, whether it be actors, whether it be anybody who touches a film in any way, shape, or form, media, all of it, and it's all right here, right now. And I think that's incredible. I think, it's got to be a great feeling for someone who feels kind of alone because of things that they've been through to come see this group of people here.
Yeah, because you immediately get community, and a warm community.
Oh,
yeah. Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to seeing your film.
All right.
And seeing how far it goes. And I'm sure it will go very far.
Thank you.
Thank you.